What kind of electricity do you produce when you rub a balloon against your hair? If you can answer this and a bunch of other questions, maybe you've got what it takes to... And here's your space-age host, a man who's all meat and no filler, Lou Schneider.
Oh, thank you, Maria. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Make the Grade, the game show of tomorrow that pits three kids of today in a battle to answer questions and win cash prizes. Before we take a look at our giant board and the subjects for today's game, let's meet our players. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hi.
Good to see you. Joining us in the studio today, we have three sixth graders. The man at the red desk, that's Andrew. Hello, Andrew.
Hi.
You said to me that you are interested in computers, and you've done some acting as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
What show were you last in?
Well, I was in 1,000 Clowns. It was a play.
It was a play. Now, are you auditioning for another show soon? Do you think you want to keep doing that?
Maybe.
Maybe? Or go to computers. That's a little safer sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll do well today and use some of that computer knowledge or any kind of knowledge on today's game. Next to you, we have Luni. Hello, Luni. Luni is short for what?
Lunita.
And what does that mean?
That means little moon.
Little moon. And why is that? Is there any special significance to that name? Does that come from, where does that name come from?
Well, it's really made up.
Why? How was it made up?
Well, I was born on a blackout in Brooklyn, and the only light was the moon, and so my parents decided to name me after the moon.
That's nice. Little moon, Lunita. Well, very good. All right. And next to you, Daniel. How are you?
All right.
Good. Daniel, you were telling me before that you like to read mysteries. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite series of mysteries?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Any particular one, the Sherlock Holmes series that you like?
No, I like them all.
You like them all. Hound of the Baskervilles, doesn't matter. Anything, huh? Sherlock Holmes rides a bike. Oh, no, wait. I was thinking of Curious George. Okay. Anyway, that shows my reading level, everybody. Well, listen, good luck to all of you today. Let's take a look at the giant game board and the subjects for today's game. You see, what we have here is the board is comprised of 7 grade levels and 7 subjects. Today's subjects are history, home economics, science, social studies, lifestyles of the fictional and famous, music, cats and dogs. All right, you win the game by answering at least one question in every category and at least one question in every grade level. In order to, you can do it in any pattern you like, but the person who does it first will win $500 and, more importantly, will graduate to the honors round and a chance to pick up another $1,000 cash for their troubles. All right, we drew squares to see, we picked before the show to see who would go first, and Andrew, you have the right to go first. Why don't you select a square and get us started here?
History, 7th grade.
History, 7th grade. Players, your first question. From what New England city did Paul Revere make his famous midnight ride? Andrew.
Boston.
Boston is absolutely right. You're on the board. Good start. Go ahead and pick one.
Science, elementary.
Science, elementary. According to the title of his movie, what famous scientist is played by Yahoo Serious? Sorry, Daniel, go ahead.
What is young Einstein?
Young Einstein is absolutely right. All right, Daniel, you're in control now. Why don't you pick?
Life for 8th grade.
Lifestyles of the fictional and famous, 8th grade. Take a square. All right, Daniel. There's only one square that's been awarded to any other player, and that's who you have to take it from. So we're going to move that English from 7th grade over to you. That becomes a blue square, and there we go. So you get that for nothing. Good for you. You now pick again.
Lifestyles for 10th grade.
10th grade, lifestyles of the fictional and famous. Well, easy come, easy go. Lose a square, my friend. I'm sorry about that, but Andrew doesn't get that back. That's just a loss. Which square would you like to give up?
I like to give it to science.
Science, okay. That goes back up on the board as a question, but you still control. Go ahead and select a square.
I like cats and dogs for 9th grade.
Okay. Cats and dogs, 9th grade. Take a square. A lot of wild cards coming up here. All right, take a square. There are no squares to take, I'm afraid. So don't worry about it, Daniel. You'll get them. Go ahead and select a question.
I like cats and dogs for 10th grade.
All right, same category. Let's go over here. In the book, Alice in Wonderland, what cat was always smiling at Alice? Andrew?
The Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat is absolutely right. Good for you. That's a correct answer, and you can select.
History for 8th grade.
8th grade history. In August 1969, 400,000 hippies, young and old, gathered in Bethel, New York for what historical musical event? Andrew?
Woodstock.
That's right, man. Woodstock. Absolutely. Boy, we remember those days. I was 8. Go ahead, Andrew.
Home ec for 9th.
Home ec, 9th grade. Players, what's the next line of this slogan? Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. Do you know this one? This might be before your time. Oh, that is what I truly want to be. Let's sing it, everyone. Oh, I wish... Nah, forget about it. All right, go ahead, Andrew, you're still in control.
Science for 9th grade.
Science, 9th grade. Our galaxy shares its name with a candy bar. What is it? Daniel?
Milky Way.
Milky Way is perfectly correct. That's good for you. Go ahead and select. You're back in control.
I like cats and dogs for 9th grade.
Cats and dogs, 9th grade. Which cat is known as the king of the jungle? That's Daniel again.
What is Pumbaa?
I'm sorry, I'll read the question again for the other two players, Andrew and Luni. Which cat is known as the king of the jungle? Luni.
Lion?
Lion is right. Good for you. Lion is right. Luni, you get that square, and you get a chance to select now.
Music elementary?
Music elementary. Players, how many singers in a barbershop quartet? Daniel.
4.
4 is right. Way to go. Okay, moving right along here.
I like take life for 8th grade.
Lifestyles of the fictional and famous. The question, when he isn't working with baby Herman, what character spends time with his curvy wife Jessica and his pal Eddie? Andrew.
Roger Rabbit.
That's correct, Roger Rabbit. All right, go ahead.
Social studies for 11th grade.
Social studies in the 11th grade. Okay, Kay, Lonnie, Ray Rafko, Kelly Cash, and Susan Aiken are all first place finishers in what classic annual American competition?
Marathon.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Luni or Andrew, do you know this? Kaylani Ray Rafko, Kelly Cash, and Susan Aiken are all first place finishers in what classic American competition? They were all Miss America winners. All Miss America winners. Okay, go ahead and select, Daniel, you had the last correct question. Go ahead.
I like music for 8th grade.
Music, 8th grade. Name the comedian actor who sings the current hit song, Put Your Mouth on Me. Looney.
Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy is right. But wash yourself off. That sentence. You're supposed to, I don't know. Go ahead. Looney.
Life in
Your choice.
elementary?
Life in elementary. Life elementary. Lifestyles, the fictional and famous. Who's the cartoon character who lives with John and Odie and who can never get enough lasagna? Andrew.
Garfield.
Garfield, that's correct. Good for you. All right, Andrew, you are moving right along. We add another square to your scoreboard, and you go and select.
Science for 7th grade.
Science, 7th grade. Players, how many arms does an octopus have? Daniel.
What is 8?
Eight is right. Good. Fast on that buzzer. Good speed there. Go ahead, Daniel.
I like life for 10th grade.
Lifestyles of the fictional and famous for 10th grade. Which young lady's lifestyle changed when she fell down a rabbit hole? Andrew.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is absolutely correct. And that sound means it's the end of round 1. We have a very tight game going here. We'll be right back to see who wins round 2 and goes to the honors round right after this. So don't go away. Okay, we're back for round two. We do have a great game going here. It's real tight. Let's see, Andrew, you have 3 categories and 3 grades, and you are tied for the lead with Daniel, who's over there on the end in the blue desk. He also has 3 grades and 3 categories, and Luni's right behind with 2 and 2. But this is the second round, plenty of time left, and we do have a fire drill up there, and you know, when those come up, anything can happen. The whole thing can change around at a moment's notice. So let's get ready to play. The last correct response, I believe that was Daniel. Why don't you go ahead and select another question for us?
I like cats and dogs for 8th grade.
Cats and dogs for 8th grade fire drill. What did I tell you? All right, everybody, move quickly, but don't panic. Come over here to the fire drill area. There you go, Andrew down the end. All right. Okay, here we are. Today's fire drill event is called Toss Your Lunch. Now, we've made you some classic Nickelodeon model lunches. These are exactly what we eat here on the set. This would be your plastic sandwich. Now what you do is you're going to throw these into these, at these lunch boxes that you see in front of you. They do not have to stay in the lunch box. What we want you to do here is close the top of the lunch box. As soon as the lid closes, you win the fire drill. If you don't, if you're the first one to do it, you've won, but please play for 2nd and 3rd places. Keep going until someone comes in 2nd and someone comes in 3rd, because you'll see how important that is. All right, don't touch a sandwich until I say go. Players ready? On your mark. Get set. Go! Throw those sandwiches. There's one. There's a winner. Keep going. Play for 2nd and 3rd. There's 2. Oh, just got him. Okay, Luni. Don't go anywhere, players. Come here a minute. Luni, where do you want to go? You can change location. If you want to take, you get all the answers at someone else's desk if you change.
Okay.
She wants to go to the blue desk. Okay, Luni, go back to the blue desk. You were 2nd, Andrew. Where do you want? He's going back to his red desk. Good luck there. Okay, you're in the green desk, Daniel. And we'll see you back at game board in just 1 second. All right. That's how it happens here. A fire drill can change things like that. Luni has now shifted over, and she picks up all Daniel's previous scores. So let's see, she also wins the fire drill, which means she now has control of the board, and she can select a question. So that changed things a little bit here. Go ahead, Luni, select.
Life, 9th grade.
Lifestyles of the fictional and famous. What conservative TV character grew up with his sisters Mallory and Jennifer? Daniel.
What is Alex Keaton in Family Ties?
What is Alex Keaton?
Alex Keaton in Family Ties.
That's correct, but this is not Jeopardy, so who is Alex Keaton would be actually the Jeopardy answer, but don't worry about it. Don't even think of that. All right, where are you?
I'd like.
Go ahead, select.
I'd like home economics for 11.
Home economics, 11th grade. Lose a square. Ugh. Okay, which one would you like to lose? You have to give one back. Look at your board there.
I'd like to lose cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs will come off that green desk. Let's see where he is there. That comes out of that 9th grade slot, and that goes back on the board as a question. But you still control. You did have the last correct response.
All right, I'd like music for 10th grade.
Music, 10th grade. All right, players. Dr. Feelgood is the latest album by what heavy metal band? Luni.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. That's correct. Go ahead and pick a square.
Music for 12th grade.
Music, 12th grade. All the way down the end here. Lose a square. Luni, you're going to give one back here. What would you like to give up? Look at your board.
Science, 7th grade.
Give him back that science in 7th grade. Okay, so that's coming off the blue. That goes back to a question. We're tightening up here. All right, go ahead and pick a square. Luni, you had the last correct answer.
Cats and dogs, elementary.
Cats and dogs, elementary. Players. What's the name of Andrew Lloyd Webber's hit musical about singing felines? Andrew.
Cats.
Cats. Your theater experience is coming in handy there. Okay. Andrew, pick up the pace here. Let's pick a question.
Science for 7th grade.
The question is, the distance light travels in 1 year is called, Andrew.
A light year.
That's correct. Very nice. Okay, gives you that science question. Go ahead and ask.
Social studies for elementary.
Social studies, elementary. That's a free one, free square. Okay. You picked this up for no effort at all, except for selecting, and now that goes to you, and you are still in control.
Music for 7th grade.
Music, 7th grade question. How many keys are there on a standard piano keyboard? Daniel?
88.
88. 88. Good for you. All right, tight game here. Go ahead, Daniel.
I like home economics for 11th grade.
Home ec, 11th grade. The question. In Rhode Island, a school official was pressured into taking what off the school lunch menu? Anyone? Daniel, just under the wire.
Pizza.
Oh, no. God, they would never do that, I hope. Okay, I'll read the question again. In Rhode Island, a school official was pressured into taking what off the school lunch menu? Twinkies. Twinkies. Boy, can't figure that out. I like to start the day with a good Twinkie. Go ahead. Maybe 3 good Twinkies. I'm going to run around for the morning. Go ahead, Daniel.
I'd like science for 11th grade.
Science for 11th grade. Who invented the light bulb? Daniel.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Thomas Alva Edison. Probably one of those guys ashamed of his middle name. Go ahead, Daniel.
I'd like social studies. No, I like home economics for 8th grade.
Home ec, 8th grade. Here is the question. What root vegetable is Idaho famous for? Andrew.
Potatoes.
Potato is right. You say potato, I say potato, Andrew. You can select.
Music for 9th grade.
Music, 9th grade. An electric lead guitar usually has 6 strings. How many strings do most bass guitar have? Yes.
4?
Andrew. 4. Sorry, that's correct. Absolutely right. I couldn't get the question out, but you knew it. You have the right to select.
Life for 11th grade.
Lifestyles of the fictional and famous in the 11th grade. Who is the character who was marooned along with the skipper, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Marianne? Andrew.
Gilligan?
Gilligan is right. I started almost singing it. I almost sang, "Here on Gilligan's Island." But that was wrong. I mean, that was correct, but my singing was awful. Go ahead, Andrew.
Life for 12th grade.
Lifestyles, 12th grade. This is... Which friend of Tom Sawyer's rafted down the Mississippi with a guy named Jim? Daniel?
Who is Huckleberry Finn?
Huckleberry Finn is right, or Huck Finn we would have taken and known to his friend as Huck. Go ahead, Daniel, you got that question correct.
I like science for 12th grade.
Science, 12th grade. What do decibels measure? Daniel?
Sound.
Sound is right. Boy, we got a barn burner going here. All right, Daniel, go right ahead.
I like home economics for elementary.
Home economics, elementary. What dairy beverages come from cows? Andrew?
Milk.
Milk is right. You regain control. Oh, that sound means time is up, players. But we do have a winner. Andrew, you came closest to completing the game board. The time expired, no one did it, but you came closest. You are declared our champion. Not only do you win $500 for that, my friend, but you are now the lucky one who is going to graduate and go on to the honors round for a chance to add to that $500 another $1,000. But that's right, $1,000. But before we do that, we must say goodbye to our runners-up. You played a terrific game, both of you. Luni and Daniel, tremendous work. We don't send you home empty-handed here. You do get $50 for playing our game here today, as well as these fabulous prizes. Tell them all about it, Maria.
Okay, Lou. Smith Corona's easy-to-use XD 5600 memory typewriter comes with a 50,000-word dictionary, 3.5 pages of internal memory, and the exclusive fumble-free correcting cassette. And they'll also get the Ray-Ban Smart Start collection from Bausch & Lomb. They're what's happening in kids' fashion. Serious sunglasses for kids. Available in various styles and colors. Back to you, Lou.
All right, we'll be back to find out how Andrew can do if he can pass the honors round here and make the grade right after this. So don't go away. We're staying. You should stay. Okay, Andrew, congratulations. You played a terrific game, winning $500 for your efforts. But now, here in the honors round, you have a chance to add to that sum a terrific amount of American money. You know what that is?
Yes.
How much?
$1,000.
1,000 big cash dollars. That's right. Okay, now, here's how it works. We have 3 categories. You pick one of them. Then you will have 45 seconds to correctly answer 7 questions in that category. Today's categories are famous Americans, famous pairs, and American presidents. Which one would you like?
American presidents.
American presidents. All right. We've divided the category into 7 subjects. The subjects are math, geography, science, current events, the arts, and history, and phys ed. There'll be questions in each of those 7 subjects, but they'll all relate to the category of presidents. All right. When we read the questions, you can pass it. If you don't know the answer, pass it. We'll move on to the next one. You get $100 for each right answer. If you get all 7 correctly, that's when you pick up the $1,000. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Time will not start until I finish reading the first question. Here we go. Please put 45 seconds on the clock. And math. How many total years was Ronald Reagan president?
8 years.
Correct. Current events. Who was the Democratic nominee for president in 1988?
Pass.
The arts. The one-man play Give 'Em Hell, Harry was about what former president?
Harry Truman.
Correct. History. What polio-stricken president used a wheelchair to move around?
Franklin Roosevelt.
Correct. Phys ed. What team sport was George Bush captain of at Yale?
Softball.
Incorrect. Geography. What state is named after a president?
Pass.
Science. Our tallest president was 6 feet 4 inches tall. Who was he?
Pass.
Current events. Who was the Democratic nominee for president in 1988?
Walter Mondale.
Michael DeCox. Geography. What state is named after a president? Oh, I'm sorry. Geography. What state is named after a president? That's Washington. Science. Our tallest president was 6 feet 4 inches. Who was he? Abraham Lincoln. You played a great game. You did get 3 questions correct. That's $300 added to your $500. That's $800. That's a great game today. Good job, Andrew. Please join us again tomorrow for another challenging session of Make the Grade. So long, everybody.
All contestants receive a free pair of British Knights sneakers. Get off on the right foot, get off in BK's. British Knights athletic footwear for guys and gals. Wherever you go, whatever you do, British Knights, the right move for you. Promotional consideration provided by the new Encyclopedia Britannica. 32 power-packed volumes on everything from aardvarks to zinnias. This magnificent set is sure to come in handy because you learn something new every day. And Activision Three Stooges. Get ready for slapping, poking, pie-in-the-face fun with Mo, Larry, and Curly. The Three Stooges for your Nintendo Entertainment System from Activision.